Speaking of elevated, we're now going to step into something new from Spring Step. This is a first look on the air. I love this because you are getting a lot of foot coverage. You are getting the cutest little wedge. It's a 2-inch lift that you're going to get complete support on the outsole because looks almost like a sneaker. Everything's touching the ground, and then a ton of leather coverage for the upper, but with those perforations to keep it nice and breathable. Leather lined. The padding is built in. That memory foam is up under the leather lining of the shoe. And then if you look at the colors in front of me, to me, these all look very European. They remind me very much of Spain, just really stunning. Spring Step always has a very elevated European feel. So colors for you in the Bohemianish is the name of the shoe. The white. In the middle, we have the olive. Oh my gosh, that color. You don't really see that in footwear head to toe like that. It's stunning. And then what I just think you can never go wrong with is this beautiful camel color. And again, head to toe. If you do have a big trip, we had a caller for a midnight hour who has a big trip to Europe planned with her friend. And I just think these are what you'd pack because they're beautiful, but you can walk in them because they're comfortable. We do have a size chart because it is going to be European sizing for you, so we'll show you that really quickly. Want to warn you, price goes up at the end of the day. So as you look, you have 30 days to exchange for free, but this is going to be typical European fit. So find your US size where it meets your European equivalent. And I am in the 37. I'm always a 6.5, 7, and the 37 fits great. This is the only day this month you're going to get the 119 and not the $129.95 price point. So take advantage of this price. The only day this month you're gonna get it. As you look at the olive, which is flying, I popped on the white. It's just really easy. I love the stitching around where the wedge hits the upper. That whip stitching, again, these are like the details that you would find when you go into those boutiques in Europe. Lots of foot coverage, and then you do have adjustability here, so if you needed a little room or a little less room, make it a little tighter, you could do that. Traction on the bottom, all leather. The wedge has been wrapped in leather too. Just a tiny little peep toe, not a ton showing, so more coverage and also I think more wearability as we go towards the back half of the year. And then that 2-inch wedge that just works. Like, I love seeing Blair wearing a short with it because I think certain wedges, they go into that, maybe it's a little too high for me to wear with a short. This is that perfect kind of sweet spot. Looks great with shorts, looks great with dresses, looks great with jeans, looks great with crops, capris, and then you feel great because you're wearing Spring Step. So Spring Step is a comfort brand with that European inspired quality behind the brand. They are a brand you invest in. They're a brand that feels good to wear. And so when we get them at any sort of discount, we get excited. But this is a $10 markdown on something that's brand new, and you will not see this price for the rest of the month. We do have color updates for you. So if you love the olive, it's the most popular. We have the final 128. These are also more boutique level buys, so we don't have a ton to begin with. The white, fewer than 100. There's your olive we talked about, and then the camel. We have the final 150. That's gonna be, I think if you were beginning your Spring Step journey and you don't quite know yet where you'll wear these, I would start with the camel because it will go with coral that Blair has on, a light yellow like I'm wearing, black looks great with that camel. And as you look close up, from the perforations to then that laser cutting detail along the side, almost creates this, not color block, but it is like a color block in a design that I think looks really flattering on the foot. It's almost like princess seaming in clothes, but done in shoes and footwear that just looks really nice on the foot. You're really stable and secure in them because you are fully covered. The majority of your upper is completely covered in leather. So you really feel like, nice and stable in them. Like if I walk around with that back strap, and they're not flopping around. I just like that more secure feeling because I've been on trips where I pack certain sandals, and if I know I'm going to be walking a lot that day, I don't wear it because I'm like, well, I don't want these sliding off my feet and I'm going to be doing all these steps and stuff sightseeing. This is the sightseeing sandal. This is the sandal that you don't need to sightsee in, but you can if you want to. And it just has that kind of ease. It has that elegance about it. And it's spring step, so it's comfortable. You have memory foam, feels great immediately. So grab it at the $10 savings that you will not see for the rest of the month. The shipping and handling is also free, which is great, so you're not worried about that. And all you do have to worry about is really getting your size before it sells out. So these are all beautiful leathers. We've had 150 orders placed. Do check out of your carts. We really don't reorder much in the world of sandals at this point in the season. So this is probably it if I had to guess for this year. Here's your white. We have 4 dozen. Here's your olive, fewer than 100. And then in that camel, we have 120. That camel with jeans, now we've had 200 orders placed. Use the $24 Easy Pay and jump in, and I can do like a full kind of closer tour to show you. These are so beautiful. Spring Step, they have lines within the collection. We'll have L'Artiste in the show tonight that do a little more splash, like there's a little more color. So if you like that, we have that. But what I love about their core Spring Step collection is that it is a little more toned down, so that pared down, if you were gonna pack one shoe perhaps, this would be a nice one to pack. You still get though the wow, like look at all of this detail, that like laser cutting with the whip stitching all around. The leather, you'll see, even though they have the whip stitch, because it's on the wedge, it almost looks like it continues, and it is wrapped around that wedge. More of a sneaker-like outsole, super lightweight, and then tons of padding. You can almost see it kind of lift right there where your feet, and you put the most pressure on your feet. Hook and loop, so you do easily, tighten or loosen as needed, and lots of foot coverage with just a little bit of a peep toe. Let me take you through your colors once more. White is officially last call. Olive, 6 dozen remain. And then in that camel, we have the final 100. Your price with 220 orders, your price is going up at the end of this day. You will not see it again for this month. So I wanted to give you a head